strongman of Lagos State and national leader of APC, Bola Tinubu, has been strategically swallowing all his potential political opponents, Orji Kalu, Rochas Okorocha, Godswill Akpabio, and Elrufai ahead of the 2023 presidency. Bola Tinubu is a man loathed by professionals and feared by politicians. He has held Lagos State in firm grip since 1999 to date and has installed whomsoever he wished as governor. Tinubu has equally extended his grips to states in the southwest where most of the governors, either past or present, are his boys. Therefore, you can ignore Tinubu at your own peril. Buhari's emergence as president in 2015 and 2019 has Tinubu playing a major role in swaying Southwest vote to the Katsina-born general. It took the blackmails of people like former Senate President Saraki and ex-governor Rotimi Amechi to stop Bola Tinubu from being running mate to Buhari in 2015. Tinubu has made it clear with body language that he wants to rule Nigeria come 2023 and he is ruthless about it. Many top contenders for the position or their acolytes have bitter taste as Tinubu matches with his plan. His efforts to make Lawan the Senate President and Gbajabiamila Speaker in 2015 were botched by Saraki, and the former Senate President paid dearly for it. Tinubu ensured that Saraki was retired politically in Kwara in 2019. Tinubu knew that Orji Kalu, a bosom friend, was among top choices from the southeast quest for presidency. Kalu jumped from PDP to PPA, back to PDP and moved to APC. He contested and won the senatorship of Abia North. He wangled his way until he became Senate Chief Whip after efforts to become Deputy Senate President failed. Orji Kalu was basking in his newfound position as Chief Whip when he was whipped into Kuje prison to spend 12 years due to graft. Kalu knew where his problem came from. Speaking to Al Jazeera Nigeria at the Kuje prison last month, he specifically mentioned the leader of the APC, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, as using the EFCC to fight him because he's afraid that he will contest against him for the presidency in 2023. Another 2023 presidential hopeful and former governor Rochas Okorocha of Imo State had a taste of what I believe as Tinubu treatment when INEC refused to give him certificate of return following his victory as senator-elect representing Imo West. Okorocha, a most valuable favorite for Igbo presidency 2023, was interested in becoming the state minority leader in preparation for his presidency bid. He took the court order of June 6th for Okorocha to be returned as a senator and was issued the certificate on June 12th after the elections of all officers of the National Assembly. Since he managed to enter the legislative chamber, the vociferous ex-governor had cooled down. Okorocha had told people that he knew Tinubu and Oshomole wanted him out of the way. Another presidential hopeful from the South-South zone and former governor of Akwa Ibom, Godswill Akpabio, joined the ruling APC on the ground that he will become the Senate President and help deliver Akwa Ibom to Buhari. The runs contrary to Tinubu's plan and Akpabio had to be checkmated. Akpabio is also a favored alternative to Tinubu as far as the cabals are concerned. Unfortunately, the INEC Residence Commissioner Charles Igini and Uroboman was alleged detailed through his kinsman, Senator Omo Agege, to ensure that Akpabio does not near the Senate chambers. Akpabio had to lose Akwa Ibom South Senatorial Zone. Yekini Nabena, Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress (APC), urged the independent INEC to remove Mr. Mike Igini. All attempts by Akpabio to get Igini removed failed because Oshomole and Bola Tinubu did not buy the idea. Akpabio had told close friends that his political travails were induced by Tinubu and Oshomole. Another presidential hopeful whom Tinubu had put in the cooler is the Kaduna State Governor, Elrufai. Angered by Tinubu's interference in who becomes chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum, Elrufai asked Lagosians to dethrone Tinubu as godfather and gave them formula on how to do that. Tinubu had to flex his muscles by ensuring that Elrufai's bid to succeed as Governor Yari as NGF chairman was scuttled. Instead, Kayode Fayemi was selected. Since then, Elrufai had known that Tinubu's strong manship is not an exaggeration, and the progressive governor have shelved his presidential ambition and thrown weight behind his southern candidates. To the best of my knowledge, Tinubu's long hands is in the orders of late Senator Uwa Jumogu, representing Imo State, the only ranking senator from the southeast who could have become a Senate president of principal officer in the National Assembly. INEC refused to issue him certificates of return till July 25th after a court compelled them to do so. The shock of his certificates being withheld, just as in Okorocha's case, got the man sick and he never recovered till he slumped and died. Tinubu installed Yemi Osinbajo as vice president, Ahmed Lawal as Senate president, Femi Gbajabiamila as speaker of House of Reps, and Oshomole as party chairman. He is ruthlessly decimating potential contenders and then have sorry tales to tell. Can Tinubu make a good president? I think he can. Tinubu managed Lagos when former President Obasanjo withheld the state allocation for up to 4 years. Thus, he ran Lagos without federal allocation and did not overtax the people. While Facebook and Twitter's critics are calling him all manner of names, the man is strategically implementing his plans. It is courtesy of Tinubu that the APC crisis have not engulfed Oshomole despite the cabals being against the embattled party chairman. Can Tinubu win the presidency in 2023? With the formidable structures, formidable contacts with INEC and judiciary, and ruthlessly strategies he has used to swallow up potential obstructs, including Orji Kalu, Rochas Okorocha, Godswill Akpabio, and Nasa Elrufai, only God can stop him. Wow. This article is coming from Obinna Akukwe. Is the one that wrote this article, and he has already made his opinion concerning what he has said concerning Bola Tinubu. I don't know whether you guys agree to that. Of course, when these people are coming up for something, a lot of people will be seeing things differently. The way this writer is seeing him is different from the way other people are really seeing him. And, he puts up a question with all of these strategies and all of these things that have been put in place, by him, according to what this writer said, with all of this help him in the first place. Because recently we heard from Tinubu saying that, he did not just support the Buhari, the president, because he wanted to get to be president in 2023, that he just did it so that because he believes that Buhari is the man that will turn this country around, is the Buhari that will be able to put the country in limelight, is the same Buhari that will be able to make the country a peaceful place and a peaceful environment to live in. It is the Buhari that will make the economy to grow wax. It's Buhari that will make everything to be fine, the security, everything top notch. So that was why he supported Buhari, not because he wanted to be president in 2023. That was what he told us recently. And people say, you can tell that to babies, don't say Nigerians, who does not know how to manipulate and get your way through. You are just helping him and all of that. But the question is that since he believed, or he still believes that, he thought that Buhari will be the best president, the best person that will put this country, put it on track. But the question is that, are we seeing all of those things that made him to support him in the first place? Of course, there's nothing wrong if you are vying for any position. It now depends on the people, They say the people get the kind of leaders they deserve, because the leaders come among the people as well. So that is one thing that people really need to look into. That, like those people that they've talked about, Rochas, Orji or Kalu, the question is that, apart from maybe somebody is trying to work against them, the question is that those people, were they found culpable of one thing or the other? Even their people, do they really love them in the first place? Because I know vividly that people from that region, they don't cover up, and they don't respect you just because of what you think you are. They respect you based on the way and manner at which you treat them as a people. Do you get? So I don't even know whether in the first place they would have been able to come up, and their people will support them in the first place. But even Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of course, he has his large followership, and the thing is that, how is he going to transfer all of those in all the area in the country if the people will accept him. So it not depends on the people. Power belongs to the people if they will be able to use it judiciously. But unfortunately, we've seen that the people themselves, they have the power, but they don't use it accordingly to their own benefits. That's just what I can really say. Someone says, oh, another Muslims to rule for another 8 years after Buhari's 8 years, as also a Muslim, is no-go area. The next Nigeria president must be a Christian. Finito. The only people to fear on earth are people like Tinubu. He should never be allowed to smear that seat. He is a power monger. It will be worse than Buhari. Does Lagos not send a signal to Nigerians? I laugh when people talk about Tinubu managing Lagos without federal allocation. Do you have any idea Lagos generates as IGR? What they generate as IGR? If you do, you will know that this man has embezzled Lagos State. Someone say, Mr. Writer, that your man called Tinubu to wait. Tell that your man to wait till 2023. South or Southeast have to claim the presidential seat or more problem in this country. I will not discuss the nature of the problem, but it will be worse than Boko's. Let me confirm it, for as the Lord lives, Tinubu will fail. God in heaven will certainly stop him. His good will for this nation will surely come to pass. Someone says, let him go and sit down. Nothing for his our eyes are opened. Intelligent write-up. Ignore it at your own peril. Fighting the laid fat will lead to your disappointment. Very articulate presentation and fat to behold. Someone say, you just write nonsense. God forbid Bola Tinubu can never be and will never become Nigeria president. Bola Tinubu can become Akpabio president. Come 2023, Bobo Chicago can't be a great country president. Like I said, the power belongs to the people. But unfortunately, the people themselves, they've not been using the power the way they ought to have used it. It is the same people that will determine whether it will be there or not. Because one thing I've discovered is that some people will be saying something, some people will be saying another thing. At the end of the day, those who are talking, oh, we will not do this, maybe that day they will not go to the field to go and vote. The ones who do not even know their right from their left, they are the ones that are always on the field to vote. And that is where the problem comes in. And once they vote, they will go back. The ones that know what has been happening, who know what's up, they will not even vote, and they will be the one complaining. That is what has been happening. So the people who have the power, do they use the power judiciously when it comes to to voting? Did they choose the right people, or they just give them all this kuli, Gary Jebu and 10,000, 2,000, as the case may be, share money, and before you know, it does not take time for people's mind to change automatically, even if you have been planning something for 4 years. But when it comes to that election, these politicians know how to bring all these their tricks, and before you know, the people who are always going to vote, they don't know their right from their left, and some people just want to get what they want to get. They say, after all, even if I collect this one, I will go, I will still fend for myself. Even if I don't vote, if I vote for the right person, my person might not even win. They will just collect it and move on, and it will not be NYC. You know what NYC now your suffering continues. That's a acronym they used to use for on a lighter note. So that is just the way it is. Power belongs to the people, but ability for the people to use the power judiciously, that is where the problem lies. So anybody can come, and if the people swing to that person's side, and so be it. So guys, that's my own opinion. Let's hear your opinion concerning what the writer has said. Leave your comment below and let's have your take. Thank you.